Welcome to Radcliffe, Kentucky. We're on the campus of North Hardin High School at Ron Bevers Gymnasium. North Hardin is the host for the girls' 17th district basketball tournament. Postseason is underway. We're to the semis. A big win on Sunday in the first round for the Lady Bruins against the Fort Knox Lady Eagles has them paired up with the number 1 seed, the favorite to win, the Lady Trojans, the home team here. And so we're ready for a great night of action. I don't know if you can tell my voice. I'm trying to control myself to not scream into the microphone. I'm fired up for tonight, folks. It's going to be a great set of ball games. The first game at 6 again, Lady Bruins, Lady Trojans at 8 o'clock. We will have that fiery, intense matchup. John Hardin, the Lady Bulldogs, taking on Lady Panthers of Elizabethtown. So we have 2 great ball games for you tonight. Hang around with me all night. I'm Paul Gray, bringing you the action for HCEC-TV. And, boy, this is going to be a good one. I'm, again, super excited. Walking in tonight, it's just a different atmosphere, folks. When you get to the postseason, there's not a whole lot of laughing and giggling going on, folks. The girls have an intense look on their face. I shared a fist bump with my good friend Vaughn Isom. Buddy, he is intense as can be. So all of the girls, the coaches, you can really feel that this is the night. It is a big night. Now, again, you think, it's the semifinals of the district. It can't be that big of a deal. Well, just the first round, and you would expect that all of the state's best will win tonight, obviously, and advance on. But certainly, if you don't, you're done. Obviously, in the district championship round, both teams are going to advance. It's the one game in the tournament that you can lose and still advance. That's the district championship. So Thursday night for the District 17 championship, there's a lot on the line, but you don't go home with a loss. Your season continues. So tonight, you lose, you go home. And so some of these girls, man, this could be their last night on a ball court. For the Lady Trojans, so much on the line, such high expectations. Sometimes that can be a really hard thing to live up to. I believe in this Lady Trojan squad. I believe in their coach, Vaughn Isom. I believe in their leader, Peyton Isom, and several of the others, Destiny Scott, Casey McKinney, Alana DeBose, Nevaeh Raphael, Asia Charles. Those girls, I believe in them. The style of ball that they play, the experience they have, especially with Peyton. On the other side, you got a team that's looking to pull the big upset. They can kind of just let it go. Nobody, including myself, expects the Lady Bruins of Central Hardin to pull off this upset, but certainly a big night for them. If they could do that, certainly it would send home the Lady Trojans with a crushing loss and the Lady Bruins with a massive upset. So that's what's happening. That's what's on the line here in this 6 o'clock ball game. For the Lady Bruins, a 13-16 overall record under Coach Glenn Peterson, his first season, doing a great job with this squad. Obviously, they lost a lot from last year's squad, including Coach Kojo's daughter, Kanaya Jones, Katie Gray, as well as Addison Smith. So they lost some seniors as well as a transfer. But, man, Juliana Stith has been phenomenal. Congratulations to Juliana Stith in the Fort Knox game, scoring her 1,000th point. Phenomenal guard, phenomenal athlete, a great player, a hard worker, and a great leader for this program. Just a junior scoring her 1,000th point. So, again, very exciting opportunity for the Lady Bruins tonight. The Lady Trojans, with a 24-6 record, with one more victory, it will become the winningest season in the history of Lady Trojan basketball, 25 wins. So a very exciting night for the Lady Trojans as well, looking for their journey to just get started with hopefully many games to come for them. But certainly an exciting night, a history-making night for this Lady Trojan squad. If they can hold serve on their home court, the 1 seed versus the 4, and do what they're expected to do. Got to say also a little emotional for me, very close with a couple of these seniors as I watched the little meeting with the officials, coaches, and the captains. It was senior Allie Link for the Lady Bruins and senior Peyton Isom. Two girls that, again, one of whom is playing their last ball game tonight in a high school uniform. Allie Link is one of my daughter's best friends. She's a phenomenal person, a great shooter. She's had a great last half of this season, really good game Sunday, and really peaking at the right time. Again, friend and teammate of my daughter, Katie. On the other side, Peyton Isom, very close with our family as well. Her sister, Jordan, played on the golf team for me at Central Hardin. And in middle school, my daughter, Katie, played with Peyton, AAU and school ball, and they were very close, very good friends. And Katie loved Peyton. Peyton's one of the few guards that was really good at getting her the ball in the post. And Peyton has so many aspects of her game that are just solid and fantastic. But it will be sad for me sitting here to watch one of them walk off the court for the last time. It's a hard thing for these seniors, and it was just kind of a fun look to see both of them kind of the leading people on these squads at midcourt before this game begins. The matchup itself, both games during the season, December 11th was 60-49. January 22nd, 66-55. Both games an 11-point Lady Trojan victory. And, you might expect the same this evening. Now, in both of those ball games, I will say this, with about 5 or 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, it was just a 4-point game in both of those contests. In fact, in the first half, it was Lady Bruins in front by just 2 or 4 in both of those contests. So it was a really good competitive matchup in both of those ball games. It's really going to come down to can the Lady Bruins find scoring that's not just Juliana Stitz. She scored 25 and 28 in those two ball games. And in those losses, what has Coach Vaughn Isom got in store for her? Her job has gotten a lot more tough in the last month of this season as defenses have been geared just around stopping her, as people realize what an awesome player Juliana Stith is. They've got to account for her, seeing double teams, seeing special defenses. She's going to face a lot of that tonight. We'll see what Coach Isom has drawn up to stop Juliana Stith. But on that Bruins side, it's going to have to be Sam Nelson, Allie Link, maybe the returning from injury Hattie Duckworth. She knocked down a couple threes in the Fort Knox game as well. Somebody else has got to step up. Certainly Caitlin Huggins has got to stay out of foul trouble. The fantastic sophomore post player for the Lady Bruins has got her work cut out for her, as the two sophomore posts for the Lady Trojans are phenomenal as well. Casey McKinney, Destiny Scott, and it's going to be up to Caitlin Huggins to handle them. I think you're going to see a big game tonight on the Lady Trojan side from Nevaeh Raphael and Alana DuBose. Those two, kind of the 4 and 5 on this squad, as the top 3 scorers are the two posts and Peyton Isom. Watch to see how aggressive they'll be on the offensive end, driving the ball, trying to get looks in transition, creating turnovers, being disruptive on that defensive end. That's going to be their role, and two very important Lady Trojans to watch for in this matchup. So, folks, we're only 36 seconds away from the national anthem and the starting lineups. It's going to be a good one, folks. And, again, if I were a betting man, which I'm not, I would certainly say you've got to expect these Lady Trojans to start a deep march into the playoffs here tonight on their home floor, but certainly the Lady Bruins are not going to be a walkover. We're going to pause for just a moment for the playing of the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups. Great rendition of the national anthem. Thanks to the North Hardin High School JROTC program for the presentation of the colors. It's PA announcer Malachi Mullins now on the starting lineups. Starting with the visitors and the 4 seed for the tournament. And so for the Lady Bruins, it's 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a senior in the lineup to start. Juliana Stith, Caitlin Huggins, Allie Link, Gracie Blair, and Sam Nelson. Coach Peterson out to have a couple of words with his group. He's done a fantastic job with this group. Interesting concerning the Lady Bruins. They've played a lot of really good and close games with top teams. They just have not been able to break through with a big win against those teams. They've beaten teams they should beat. They probably lost to the teams that they should have lost to. Have not been able to get over the hump. We'll see if that can happen tonight. Playing one of the top teams in the area. They've got to be a big underdog. And so for the Lady Trojans, Peyton Isom, Casey McKinney, Destiny Scott, Alana DeBose, and Nevaeh Raphael, 3 sophomores, 1 junior, and a senior. And Coach Isom giving his final instructions to his crew on the floor. Again, it's always interesting to see what the coaches have drawn up for these games. Sometimes they hold some things back for this moment, for the postseason, and sometimes there's some little wrinkles defensively and offensively. So we'll see if we can't figure out what it is game plan-wise both of these groups have decided to do. Scott and Huggins to tap. Huggins wins the tap. Kind of caught it on the way up. Maybe a little off, but a quick move from Huggins, and it's Stith working against a man-to-man defense. Stith on the wing to Huggins. Huggins looking for Blair out top, guarded by McKinney. There's Link. They're going to call a 3-second call. It may have been Nelson setting a screen in the lane. And so that 3-second violation is a turnover here for the Lady Bruins early. 7:38 to go. First possession now. Wow, a really tightly packed zone. It looks like they're playing. Block shot. Sam Nelson. Fantastic start. They're playing a triangle and 2, and they're going to chase Isom around the floor, obviously. Looks like we've got a man-to-man look here again for the second possession. Huggins with the screen out top. Stith doubled. She's going to drive and find Nelson, who's open for 3. It's good! Sam Nelson. They're going to call it a 2. Foot on the line. Deep 2 there. Wow. Sam Nelson in the back court, getting her hands on the basketball and tying it up. The alternating possession to the Lady Trojans. So great early sequences here for the Lady Bruins as they doubled Stith. She found Sam Nelson, who knocked down a long 2. Again, it's a triangle and 2 look, I believe. Let's keep looking here. And now Link has a steal. She's going to get it to Stith. Isom's going to guard Stith. That's the matchup here. Early in the season, Stith was able to take Isom off the dribble into the lane. Isom, her toughness here and quickness is going to be really hard to overcome. There's Link now. Good pass from Nelson. Crossover by Link in the lane. Blair open for three as McKinney didn't come out, way off the mark. There's Destiny Scott with the rebound. It's going to go the other way. Scott still handling, finds Dubose on the left wing. 2-0 Lady Bruins, just under 6 minutes here. Lady Trojans still looking for their first bucket. Raphael finds McKinney inside. Oh, shocking miss there. And Huggins will come away with that rebound. She had a point-blank look, and McKinney's such a high percentage shooter. Bounce around and off as Stith couldn't quite get it. McKinney has the rebound. It's going to head the other way. Raphael's got it. Not sure what to do with it. Gets it to McKinney. Knocked loose by Stith. She gets it back. So strong. Raphael from the baseline. 8-footer, no good. There's McKinney. Easy rebound and put back. So Casey McKinney doing what she does on the interior. Now we're going to get some 2/3 court pressure from the Lady Trojans here. Looking for the double team. They get to Stith, who's in the lane again. Floater, can't get that. That's 2 in a row. Scott with the rebound. So Stith with a couple good looks. Couldn't get it to go. No good there by Isom, and it's Sam Nelson there to get the rebound. 2-2 is the score. 5 minutes to go. First quarter. Pump fake drive. Oh, great pass inside to Huggins. Couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Super active. Knock loose turnover. It's going to be a foul on Nelson. Wow. Sam Nelson, number 20, her first. Team's first. And Lady Trojans will have it. 2-2. Nevaeh Raphael checking out. Asia Charles checking in. They'll start the substitution parade at this point. We'll see how much both teams are willing to substitute. Obviously, with Hattie Duckworth back off injury, they're going to look to do that. They're going to leave Asia Charles open from the perimeter, dare her to shoot it, and try to play inside stronger. Ball knocked loose. I think they've called another one on Sam Nelson as she knocked it loose from McKinney. And that's her second, I believe. That's a problem with Sam Nelson. They're going to have to pull her out, and she was playing so well on the defensive end, but just a little overzealous there on that one. Kind of across the arms of Casey McKinney. The ball was loose. She was trying to poke it free, but it will be with, great inbounds look to McKinney, stolen away. That was Juliana Stith stealing that away. Link's got it, goes to the left hand, finds Blair in the corner. Isom all over Stith. Stith drives, has to pull back. Link's got it driving now. Duckworth outside. Duckworth picks up the dribble. Stith comes and gets it. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. It's just 2-2. Bucket's hard to come by. Stith a third. They're going to call Duckworth for the foul. She had her hands on the ball, but as Charles brought it down, she was kind of reaching there. They're going to call her for the push. There is no such call as over the back anymore, as I've been instructed. But certainly they'll call that a push when it happens. So Duckworth has her first foul, team's third, with 3:43 to go. Wow. Bucket's hard to come by. So much intensity. Great drive by Scott off the glass and good. Destiny Scott gets her first bucket. 4-2 Lady Trojans. And Stith not able to get it to go yet. She's had 3 good looks in the paint. Kind of floaters. Oh, Isom knocks it free. She's going to have an easy wide open breakaway on the turnover. Wow. Great play by Isom as Stith was kind of looking up to see what was going on, read the defense, get the call from Coach Peterson, and Isom poked it free. You got to be ready for that. She's got great hands. Stith finds the cutting Link, blocked by Scott. Link in the corner now, finds Stith. Poked free again by Isom. Wow, Isom's hands are so active right now. Duckworth open for 3. Oh, just off the mark. Scott with the rebound. She's going to push it the other way. Finds Dubose in the corner. 3 on the way, no good. Duckworth rebound and double team. They're going to call a foul there. I think they're calling it on Casey McKinney. Her first, team's first. Good rebound by Hattie Duckworth inside, so she couldn't find the 3-point shot on the other end, but gets possession back. 2:33 to go. 6-2 Lady Trojans. This Lady Bruins basketball. They've got to find ways to score. 3 on the way for Stith. She's got it! Juliana Stith. 6-5. Oh, Stith almost had that. She read that pass just a little late getting there. McKinney get cross court to Scott. Scott looking for someone to get it to. She's got it to McKinney. Gracie Blair being real physical. She moved her feet. That's going to be a travel. Casey McKinney kind of sliding the pivot foot. Gracie Blair is such a physical presence. You look at Casey McKinney, so strong, so big, so athletic. But Gracie Blair, again, a lot less experience, a lot less polish, but a really strong physical presence inside for this Lady Bruins squad. Nice crossover dribble. Stith in the lane. Another floater she can't get to go. It's Adriana Anderson who's checked in, getting the rebound. 3 on the way, DeBose. Off the mark. Huggins over Anderson for the board, her second board. Stith has it, 6-5. Oh, she had Hattie Duckworth underneath the basket, but overthrew the long pass. And there's DuBose quickly out off the mark as she was out of control. Blair's got the rebound. Everybody's got to settle in here. That's why we're not seeing a lot of shot making. Look at that. Again, way overshot as people are just really fired up in this game. And there's a charge on Charles as Stith set up for it. Great play. Asia Charles, her first foul. Team's second. And Coach Peterson's going to call a timeout. It's just a 1-point ball game with 1:14 to go in the first. It's 6-5. Lady Trojans, not a lot of shot making. Everybody just so fast. Coach Peterson, I'm sure, is going to tell them, slow down, relax, spot up for those shots, look down your shots. Again, Juliana Stith missing some floaters in the lane, which are her specialty. Casey McKinney missing a point-blank shot earlier. So a tough start offensively for both squads. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Juliana Stith with the basketball. Screen coming. Isom works easily over the Gracie Blair screen. Nice spin move into the lane. Gabby Callahan has checked in. 3 on the way, no good. Huggins, good rebound. Up and in, and the foul. Huggins with the rebound and put back. They're going to call Destiny Scott for her first, team's third. And Huggins with the bucket will go to the line. 7-6 Lady Bruins in front. And again, everybody's got to calm down, both coaches. I'm sure just like, hey, settle in. Shot is good, so Huggins completes the 3-point play. 8-6. Lady Bruins in front here in the first quarter. Low scoring first quarter. Callahan showing her athleticism and speed working against Isom. Isom so strong, though. Hard matchup for the freshman. They're going to call Callahan for the foul. Isom will go to the line to shoot a pair there. So the freshman Gabby Callahan drawing the assignment. She's super athletic, really strong. But again, you've got a senior 1,500-point scorer against a very inexperienced freshman. Tough matchup. 42 seconds to go. Isom makes a pair. She's got 4 points, and it's 8-8. Adriana Anderson is guarding in the full court. Stith, wow. Her length and speed. She's got her hand on the hip, but they're not going to call anything. Blair out front decides not to shoot the 3. As the double team came to Stith, Stith tried to cut back door. Link picked it up. Stith comes to the ball to get it. Double team again by DuBose. They've got to space the floor a little better to give her space to her. There's the screen. Callahan's got it. Oh, kind of trapped into the corner there. Cross court, Blair open. Foot on line. Blocked by Anderson. Showing her abilities on the floor. Floater, Link, and it's good right at the buzzer. Allie Link with her first. 10-8. Lady Bruins in front of the Lady Trojans. This is how it's played out in the first 2 matchups. Early leads for the Lady Bruins. Very competitive second quarters, and then just too much depth, experience, conditioning on the other side. So the first 2 matchups have kind of gone this way. It's been this script in the second half. it kind of got a little bit away from the Lady Bruins. We'll see if that happens here, if they can continue to apply the pressure they've applied in the first quarter. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. For those serving our country in the military, a discount is available. eTown Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located at 311 Steel Drive. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. 10-8, Lady Bruins in front. Asia Charles will inbounds to Peyton Isom to start the second quarter, and we're underway here. No Destiny Scott on the floor. Adriana Anderson in. The rest of them, well, Nevaeh Raphael out as well with Asia Charles on the floor. There's Huggins with a rebound off to the DeBose miss. Huggins already 4 boards. That's why I said it's so important she stays out of foul trouble. She is the primary rebounding source for this squad. Stith working on Charles. Looking inside for Huggins. Knocked away by Anderson. Anderson playing so well defensively. A block and then that tip right there to create the turnover. Beautiful job by Adriana Anderson. DeBose open from the corner. She loves that spot. Alana DeBose three-pointer. She hit 2 of those against Meade County when I was here about a week ago. And she loves the corner 3, so that's where DeBose is at her best. 11-10 Lady Trojans early here. Charles all over Stith. They switch now. Trying to find Huggins again, and there's Adriana Anderson. Another turnover caused. 2 trips, 2 turnovers, and Charles with the bucket off the great feed. Asia Charles. The only one of the top 6 not on the scoreboard for the Lady Trojans is Nevaeh Raphael, so a lot of balanced scoring for the Lady Trojans here early. Callahan gets it to Huggins out front, working against Anderson. Charles all over Stith, just really putting the pressure on. They're going to call a charge on Juliana Stith, her first, team's first of the quarter. 6:26 to go, 13-10 Lady Trojans. Scott's going to check back in. Charles out. Wow, surprising that he's taken. Charles came out. Nevaeh Raphael checked in. Anderson checking out. Destiny Scott checking in. So I was saying, kind of surprising he's taking Charles out. Charles so physical on the defensive side. Both of those girls just gave great minutes to their team. If they can play like that in big games, this Lady Trojan squad's going to be dangerous. Destiny Scott working against Huggins there. Doubled in the post by Link. Knocked away. Huggins diving for it. Showing all kinds of fight and scrap, but it's going to be on the line. Boy, Caitlin Huggins has shown so much toughness here. As a freshman, Huggins was just seen as someone who was a little bit soft, not very strong, but just not really a tough player. But boy, has she turned in some toughness. And she's fantastic, really battling inside. 3 on the way off the mark. Blair's got his. DeBose couldn't get that one to go. Up ahead, Link's got it. Callahan in the corner. 3 on the way off the mark. Blair boxing out nicely. Ooh, they're going to say it was off Blair, not off of Raphael. 13-10 Lady Trojans, 5:47 to go. And Isom will walk it up the floor. 2-3 zone now. Again, they're trying to pack it in against the bigs. Nice back cut for Raphael. And she, just couldn't get it to go. Good rebound by Blair. She'll get it to Stith there. Blair with 3 rebounds. Link up ahead, unguarded. She picked up her dribble. She had Destiny Scott. If I'm a guard, I'm going to try to take a post off the dribble. Good rebound there by Huggins, but couldn't get it to go on the follow-up. Quickly ahead. Isom streaking up the floor. Great pass from DuBose. Isom's got 6. Link's got it, guarded by Raphael, trying to drive in lane. They're going to call a trip, as Raphael didn't really do anything with the body, just got feet tangled up. So they'll call a foul on Raphael there. her first, team's first of the quarter. 15-10. Lady Trojans in front. Not a point scored in the first 3 minutes for this Lady Bruins squad. They've had a couple of really good looks, just unable to convert here. They've got to find offense when Stith is struggling. Stith in the lane off the mark there, just rushing her shot. Callahan has it. She'll shoot one. Rattles in and out, and there's Isom with the board. Quickly ahead to Raphael. Wow. That's what I was talking about pregame, is Raphael and DuBose streaking down the floor in transition. And Coach Isom fired up about the great play of the Lady Trojans. Lady Bruins have still played great basketball. They've got to make some shots. They're just unable to convert opportunities they're getting here. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew, Grant Bush, Jackson Houston, Noah Miller, Jonathan Bland, Lena Swecker, and directing John White. So coming out of timeout here, Coach Peterson has got to get his crew settled down and ready to play here with 2 fouls. Sam Nelson still sitting on the bench. I think you get down 7 here, you got to get Sam back on the floor. You can't just leave her over there. If she gets more fouls, so be it. But you can't continue to lose ground in this ball game. Getting down a lot to this Lady Trojan squad, there will be no coming back from that. Stith coming to the ball, DuBose all over. They're putting so much pressure in the man-to-man looks. Blair from the baseline, just really too quick. No follow. Huggins fighting McKinney for it. She's got it. Oh, wow. That ball was not held. Huggins had it. They're going to call held ball. It will stay with the Lady Bruins here. Double teaming. Wow, Stith on the inbounds. They get it to her. It's 4-on-3 right now. Trying to find the open player. It's Callahan, guarded by Isom. Tough matchup again. The freshman against the experienced senior, and there's a turnover. It's exactly what you might expect to happen in that situation. DuBose quickly up. There's Raphael. Quickly up the floor, beating the entire defense back. Coach Peterson's got Hattie Duckworth off the bench. I think Duckworth and Nelson need to get on the floor. It's 19-10. Callahan, 3 on the way. It's way too much. McKinney's got it. Her third rebound there is Huggins chasing. It's a travel by McKinney as she could not handle the ball. She's a great ball handler in the open floor, but had the ball up above her head, had to pick it up, had a couple of steps before she could get the pass off. And it'll be Blair checking out, Duckworth checking in. Callahan will stay in the lineup. Callahan made a couple threes in that game last night. She's a good young player in a big moment here. Callahan in the lane, pump fake, drive. She's made good decisions so far, but nowhere to go with it. There's Duckworth cutting. Allie Link's got McKinney on her. I would drive it, and she does. I would work. If McKinney doesn't guard you outside, shoot it. There it is. Link firing for 3, way off the mark. They're just, unlike the game against Fort Knox the other night, they're just not setting the feet. Up ahead on the leak out, Isom. Wow, this game's getting out of hand, and it's in the transition that they're wearing out the Lady Bruins. The Lady Bruins, with 2:55 to go in the second, haven't scored yet in the second quarter. And here comes Sam Nelson. Got to do it. 21-10, down 11, and unable to score the basketball. They're going to call a reach on DuBose against Stith. Juliana Stith only has 3 points so far in the ball game. She's about 0 for 6 around the basket. A lot of pressure there, but she's so good on those little runners in the lane, just unable to make it happen so far tonight. Charles checks in for DuBose. Adriana Anderson checking in. Huggins 3 on the way off the mark. Duckworth, nice rebound. They're going to start all over. I don't know what they're calling now. Number 3, Asia Charles for the push. Charles picks up her second. I believe that's the team's third of the quarter. Again, 21-10. Lady Bruins yet to score in the second quarter. Just a massive scoring drought that they've got to get going on this offensive end. Wow, Asia Charles all over Juliana Stith, just crashing into him. They've got to call more fouls on that. They're going to call that off of Stith. That was off of Charles. If they're going to give Asia Charles the ability to play that physically, the Lady Bruins are going to have to match the physicality, because she right now is just physically dominating whoever she's guarding. Right now, that's Juliana Stith. Charles gets it. Man-to-man look now for the Lady Bruins. Well, no, it's that triangle and two look. Turnover, and it's Stith with the basketball. Whoever's on Stith is just really overplaying physically with her, knowing they're going to get help if she drives. Nelson's got it, driving on Charles. Charles not being quite as physical with Nelson, but now all over. Link in the corner with Isom on her. The intensity of this matchup is amazing. Knocked away by Raphael. Isom ahead. She couldn't find her. Going to drive all the way, and there's a massive collision. That's going to be the third on Nelson. Exactly what they didn't want to have happen. And here comes Gracie Blair, going to get her out again. So they need Sam. Listen, even with 3 fouls, I think I'd leave her. Juliana Stith looks so tired. They're wearing her out with the pressure of the defense. It's really amazing what these ladies, they're going to call that a shooting foul. I think if I were Coach Peterson, I might have something to say about that. There was a massive collision. I can't imagine that a shot went anywhere. The first shot missed, and again, Nelson has to check out after just being there on the floor for about 25 to 30 seconds, basically 2 possessions. Raphael ready for her second. She misses that. Huggins with another board. Inside to Huggins. She'll get the shot up, but no good. Great defensive pressure again, this time from Destiny Scott. Oh, Isom left alone. 3 just off the mark. Huggins another board. Wow. As I said, she is a totally different ball player than last year. She's a phenomenal post player. Cross court to Duckworth. Anderson guarding her. Now it's Stith, guarded by Isom. Isom giving a little more space than Charles was. Charles was all over her. Now some real pressure and heat being applied there. Blair from the free throw line. Got it. They got their first bucket of the quarter. Gracie Blair ending the drought, but so quickly up. They've got to get back on defense, the Lady Bruins, and there's Nevaeh Raphael beating everybody. She's got 6. DeBose with 3, and so the 2 I told you to watch out for, especially in transition, making a difference in this ball game. Wow, Charles so physical on Stith. And there's another created turnover, a steal by Anderson. Amazing the difference Adriana Anderson's making. This is a girl who didn't play in the first month of the season. Oh, good steal, Allie Link. Taking the ball from Peyton Isom. Again, they need Link to start. Oh, there's Charles. Wow. Quickly ahead, turnover, turning into points for Asia Charles. She's got 4. Deep half-court heave at the end of the quarter. So fast-paced. And that plays right into the hands of the Lady Trojans. Coach Glenn Peterson's got to find a way to slow this pace down. The pace is frantic, and that is all Lady Trojans. 25-12 at the half. Lady Trojans in front after being down 10-8 at the quarter. It's a 13-point game. Only 2 points scored by the Lady Bruins. They got to find ways to allow Juliana Stith to work one-on-one. I know that the defense has been tough on her. I still believe you get her in the lane, she's not going to miss a lot of those floaters in the lane. She could have a big second half if they will give her opportunities one-on-one, clear out a little more. Again, I don't know that I love the screen. They're playing screens, and that's allowing for a double team every time Juliana Stitt has the ball out front. It's Gracie Blair coming up to set the screen, and whoever's guarding Blair, it's then a double team on Stith at the top of the key. I think they've got to clear it completely and let her work. She's not going to miss those shots all game long in the paint. They've got to get her going. And then when she does get in the paint, she's going to draw defense and be able to dish that off. An exciting first half. Great play from, I'm telling you, that's not only my district pick, but the Lady Trojans are my region championship pick to go to the Sweet 16. Boy, they looked like it in that second quarter. And we'll see what the third and fourth quarter will hold. 25-12. This is Paul Gray. I'll be back in about 6 minutes with first half stats and second half action.
Hi, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and I'm pleased to be joined by Regina Goff, Senior Property Manager for Mark Harris and Sean Goff. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And speaking of Mark Harris and Sean Goff, I mean, they have so many great things that they're involved in. Black Branch Storage, Riding Springs Luxury Living, and they're always full. It's always hard to get a spot at either one of those. So they're bringing the Southern Way RV Park and Storage.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about that new exciting venture?
Yeah, so we're going to have 190 RV spots. They're all going to be blacktop. They're going to be beautiful. And we're going to have over 600 storage units. Some of them are canopies for RVs, boats, vehicles, things like that. Yeah.
And the location of it, I mean, it is located right in the heartbeat of Elizabethtown. You can get off the Western Kentucky Parkway. You can get on 65. Mm-hmm. It's so close to Blue Oval, which is, coming up, and there'll be more and more need for this kind of housing.
Yeah, for sure. We wanted to bring more housing and that to our community. So we're 5 minutes from Blue Oval SK. We're just right around the corner to I-65, Western Kentucky Parkway. We're really close to everything.
And one of the things, speaking of the location, I live around Nolan Lake. It's just an hour from Nolan Lake. You can take your boat down to Nolan Lake and go have a nice evening of fishing.
Yeah, you're in Elizabethtown, Hardin County. You can store your boat there and just grab it and go to Nolan.
So if somebody wants to get a spot, now granted, if there are spots, because Mark Harris and Sean Goff, their spots go pretty quick. Who do they need to call?
They need to call me for now. It's 270-734-4700.
And we'll put all that information at the bottom of the screen about who to contact to get your spot at the Southern Ray RV Park and Storage. Now, you've been a longtime sponsor, Mark Harris and Sean Goff, and you've been here in studio to talk about some of the great things that they've brought to the community. And your sponsorship of HCEC-TV to bring live sports action to people, it's so beneficial, and we're very grateful. You talk a little bit about, I understand you have some friends' kids that you love to watch play sports.
Yeah, I've got some friends. Their kids play at Central Hardin High School. Football, softball, basketball. Yeah.
Basically all the sports that require balls.
Yep.
And Black Branch Storage, Winding Springs Luxury Living, they don't have spots open very often, but if you're lucky and they might have a spot open, who do they need to call?
They need to call me.
And once again, we'll put that information at the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
You want to make sure that you get a spot because they do go quick. Black Branch Storage, they're always full. Winding Springs Luxury Living is always full. And I'm sure that the Southern Way RV Park and Storage will always be full as soon as it opens.
Yeah, we hope so.
And I'm sure that it will. With that partnership, I know that you've got great hands leading the ship there.
Yes, for sure.
Regina, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And thank you so much for watching HCEC-TV. Let's get back to some great sports action. Hi, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and I'm pleased to be joined by Sean Rich at E-Town Exterminating. Thank you for being here.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
So, you were telling me before we started that you have been in business for 47 years, and it's been family owned and operated this entire time.
Yes, this is a company that my parents started back in 1976, and I came in the company about 28 years ago, and I've been in the company ever since.
You know, I see your people all the time out working. They're working hard, and they're doing great work to keep us safe from all those pests. And talk a little bit about kind of some of the pest control that you do.
We do a lot of residential and commercial pest control. We do a lot of monthly services that we do on a regular basis. We do termite control, where we put the little green stations in the ground. It's called Centricon. We do a lot of mosquito management and mole management.
You know, mole management, that's not something that I would have thought of that you do. So I'm glad that somebody's out there doing it.
Right.
You need to protect us from those mole men. So you actually used to play sports.
Yes. In high school, I played basketball, and I ran cross country and track at E-Town High School, and then I ran cross country at Georgetown College.
It's so impressive. You know, it's something that I wish I could have done. And the support that you have given us to allow people to be able to not only run track and play basketball, but people to be able to see their kids on TV, and that's such a special feeling.
It's a unbelievable that now that we can watch a lot of these sports. Growing up, we were lucky to have one little picture or maybe a videotape of one of our games, but it's unbelievable what you all do to go out there and to be able to put these kids on live TV and the exposure they get in the community, and we're just glad to be a part of it.
And we're really grateful for your support, because without you, we would not be able to do what we do.
Well, thank you.
So if somebody is in need of getting some, whether it's mole management or termite or even mosquito control, which is not something that I would have thought of either. I'm really glad somebody's keeping those pesky things away from me.
Yes.
If somebody needs that service, how do they go about contacting you?
They can call us on our phone. It's 270-737-6900, or you can get on our website and we have a contact us, and they can send us an email that way.
And that's muggabug.com, correct?
Yes, muggabug.com.
And like I said, you all do fantastic work. I see your men hard at work here around the studio, making sure that we're safe from all those bugs, and hopefully we don't have to worry about moles, but you never know.
Well, you never know.
Rashawn, thank you so much for being here.
Okay, it's my pleasure.
And thank you so much for watching HCEC-TV. Let's get back to some great sports action.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is finally here. BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi from Brandenburg Telecom. With new Wi-Fi 6 compatibility and an app that puts you in control of your home network, get ultimate power and performance to every corner of your home. Set up and connect devices, pause Wi-Fi, and customize parental controls, all from our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Ditch your old wireless router and switch to BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi today.
Welcome back to North Hardin High School. Second half of this first girls semifinal in the District 17 tournament action. At the half, Lady Trojans dominating 25-12. The first quarter was a 10-8 lead for the Lady Bruins, and then the scoring dried up. Only scoring 2 points, one bucket by Gracie Blair in the second quarter. Several adjustments need to be made. A few stats for the Lady Bruins: Stiff with 3, Huggins with 3, Link with 2, Blair with 2, Nelson with 2. So nobody with more than one field goal for the Lady Bruins. And it's not for a lack of good looks. A lot of those good looks has just been hurried shots. A team that looks like they're about a year away from being ready for this big moment. I really believe this team next year going to be, because they do lose Allie Link. but everybody else. And I really think this is going to be reckoned with next season. Just looks like the moment, a little nervous for the moment. A lot of shots sailing way long. That's a lot of extra energy in that. On the Lady Trojan side, leads all scores with 8. Casey McKinney 2, Destiny Scott 2, Alana DeBose 3, Bill 6, Asia Charles. A lot of that damage done in the second quarter transition. How to get back on defense. I'm sure that was one of the coaching points for Coach Peterson, is hustling back, like frantically sprinting to the other end when the Lady Trojans get possession of the basketball. Again, I really feel like they've got to stop setting screens for Stith. It's creating opportunities for double teams for that Lady Trojan defense. A little shocked, Coach Isom hasn't done anything extra special to guard Juliana Stith. They're playing her man-to-man, but they're rotating Charles, Isom, DuBose on her, and, man, they are making her life miserable. But, again, seeing a lot of double teams because of the screens. They've got to get away from that. Man-to-man look for the Lady Bruins to start it off. We're underway here in the second half. 25 for DuBose out front with Link chasing Isom. They're going to leave DuBose side and not cut and pass. Wow, was that sharp. Backdoor cut from Isom, and she gives a little wraparound pass to McKinney there. And another easy bucket. Just a great backdoor cut, and then didn't even put a dribble down. Stith all the way, reverse, can't get it to go. Fight for it is Scott and Huggins. That's tied up. Held ball possession arrow to the Lady Bruins there, as there was a tie-up. Interestingly enough, Lady Bruins 15-11 lead on the board. So Caitlin Huggins doing so much good work. Oh, Stith open for 3, just off the mark. She needed that one. There's Blair running it down. Back pass to Link. She pulls up back to Stith. Stith on the drive. Again, one-on-one, low into the post. Crisp passing there. Nelson did not lead to a shot. Nelson could have shot, but didn't like the look she had with the closeout. 27-12, Huggins coming up for the screen. I think they've got to stop setting screens. It's bringing the double team to Stith. Don't like that. I just would rather see her go one-on-one. Door cut. Turnover. Turn 4 in the first half. Favor of the Lady Trojans. And there is a massive collision. It's going to go the other way as McKinney knocks down Sam Nelson as they were battling for position for a rebound. This McKinney's second. Charles going to check in. Raphael going to check out. 6:32 to go in the third. 12. The defense, unbelievable. Just a little. Asia Charles is going to chase Stith everywhere she goes. Stith has gotten a little rest. We'll see if she can get something going here. Unable to knock down that first 3 attempts. She was 1 for 1 from 3 in the first half. Just couldn't get it going in the lane with all the pressure she was seeing, as Charles continues to just be a pest. Tried to backdoor cut just off her fingertips. Not a bad pass from Nelson. Just really good defense. And, boy, they're going to go to Anderson and get McKinney out right away. Looks like he may be conserving some of the starters just a little bit there. McKinney and Isom, Coach Isom, share a little laugh. Something communicated just a little off there. Charles going baseline on the drive. Floater, unable to get it to go. Destiny Scott there to clean it up. Bucket in the score. Scott's got 4 points, 4 rebounds. Defense wins championships, and right now this is an absolutely tough. Anderson lost Blair, but Blair could not make the shot. And again, that has been part of the issue. Anderson gets her second rebound. She's created 3 turnovers with some really good defense, but she just got lost on that. Should not go. And there's Huggins again, man. So impressed. She's got 90. All call the foul on her. They could call a foul on her on every possession because of the style of defense she's playing. If she can get away with it, she needs to keep doing it because it is absolutely wearing Juliana Stith out. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And Asia Charles is just doing a great job there. They called that foul on her, team's second of the quarter. They're calling Charles again. As I said, there's another foul. I think she's going to foul out. That's her fourth. Nevaeh Raphael going to check back in. And Coach Isom saying, hey, keep doing that. Keep doing that. You're making her life miserable. And she is. But literally they could call a foul on her every possession because she's just bodying up every second. Lob pass to Nelson. She's going to drive, go reverse. Can't get it to go. And Adriana Anderson trying to hold her up. They're both laughing there as Anderson ran into Sam Nelson after the shot. It's going to stay with the Lady Bruins. On the it is on the shot, so just after the shot, but definitely going to call that foul there on Anderson. It's not on the shot, so it will not be two. I did think it was well after the shot, the collision. Oh, nice move inside. Stiff quickly cut and got the good inbounds pass and scores it 29-14. That could be so important. They're going to call a foul there on the drive. It's on Gracie Blair. Her first, team's first of the quarter. There's already 4 on the Lady Trojans, so any foul on the Lady Trojans will go back. Oh, over the top, Scott has it. Finds Raphael. She's going to be aggressive and drive. Shot in the lane. Good shot, Nevaeh Raphael. She's got 8 points. Tied for the lead with Peyton Isom for scoring. And there's Isom all over, and that's off of Stith. She did not like that. 17:36 to go. DuBose has it. Coming up the floor here, man-to-man look. Again, they're going to sag off of some players and play inside. So Sam Nelson right now not going to guard Alana DuBose outside. She's just going to play in the paint. DuBose is going to cut into the lane there. Now Nelson will guard. Scott from the corner. Oh, rattled in and out. Great look. That's her spot as well. She and DuBose love the corner three. Here comes the double team on Stith with and DuBose nowhere to go. She's got limiting it because DuBose with the ball. 31-14 is the score. DuBose guarded by Stith. She's going to sag off, give her the three look, and just keep her from driving the basketball. She tries to drive. Stith is there. At the elbow, Scott working against Sam Nelson. Drives. There's Huggins to help. Raphael outside. She'll drive in the lane. Can't get it to go. Huggins with the rebound. She's got 11 boards. Boy, she's going to be something else next year. And Stith, almost saved it. 3 on the way for Link. Just off the mark, and there's Isom with the rebound. She's going to push the pace. DuBose in the corner. Oh, great one-handed look. And another look to Scott with the finish. Such a beautiful break. And they're going to call a timeout, full timeout. Lady Bruins, beautiful break. DuBose one-handed pass to a cutting Isom. Isom turns immediately and finds Scott. Guys, that is such high-level basketball. High-level basketball. Sharing the ball, moving the ball that way on offense, on the break. Man, exciting to watch. This is an HCEC-TV student production, Division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling.com, and Terminating. For all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, and Spectrum Channel 184, all HCEC-TV programs on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew, Grant Bush, Jackson Houston, Noah Miller, Jonathan Bland, Lena Swecker, and Director John White. Would also like to thank NHHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact NFHS.com to subscribe today. Adriana Anderson, so lanky and athletic, is going to do the full court pressure. Knocks it away again from Stith. Stith picks it up, though. Huggins now has Isom on her. If that was in the post, big advantage Huggins, but not for. Blair's got it, 3 on the way, short. She follows her own shot, has it driving. Going to back it. Find Link. Drive. Buck alley Link. 33-16. It's a 17-point advantage, doubled up. And again, only 4 points so far in this quarter for Lake. So difficult to come by. Pull a foul, a reach, I believe, on Allie Link. I'm not sure who they actually called it on. Did not get it. But Isom will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws here. 2:21 to go in the third. And this thing is about academic, folks. I knew that getting behind would be a tall order for this Lady Bruins squad. They needed to keep it close all game long and just have not been able to generate any offense to keep it going. Second one's off. Isom 1 out of 2. Blair with the rebound. Again, there's a lot to look forward to. Blair with 6 rebounds here. A lot to look forward to. Turnover there. Going the other way is Dubose. Dubose spin left hand, no good. Link's got it going the other way in a hurry. 1 on 3. She needs to just hold up. That needed to be held back. Turnover the other way. Wild sequence. Oh, man, what a great shot. But they're going to say on the floor. Stiff. Don't like that call a bit. They're going to call that on Anderson. They'll say, wait a minute, they're going to call it good? One of them said it was before the shot, on the floor. That can't be shooting two. It's either an and one situation or it's a on the floor, take it out of bounds. It cannot be 2 shots. It cannot be 2 shots. What in the heck is going on here? Come on, guys. Come on. It cannot be 2 shots. It's and one or it's take it out of bounds. Stith will make the first. She is frustrated as can be for a lot of reasons, but that's ridiculous right there. She made the shot. They called it's a shooting foul. How does that not count? Unbelievable. She makes both. That is just sickening. 34-17 is the score. Should be 34-18. She made a pair of free throws. So the scoreboard is now also not correct. Stith in the lane blocked. They're going to call a foul there as well. That may have been on Raphael. It is. People are really complaining a lot about calls. This officiating crew, other than that gaff just before, has not done a bad job. I would have liked him to call some things a little tighter on Asia Charles. Again, no shade on her. If you can play that physical and get away with it, you do it, especially against someone like Juliana Stith. There's another free throw made there, so they are up to 19. They've got it correct on the scoreboard now. That is right. And I fully expected Juliana to really get things going here in the second half. Can't get that to go. Destiny Scott with the rebound. She's got 5 of those to go with 6 points. They got to call that on Link, as Link kind of grabbed and held on as Isom was trying to get to the basket. And so that's her second, team's third. And that's who they'd called the foul on previously when I didn't have any idea who had gotten the call. Scott finds Isom with it. Link all over her, trying to put the pressure on there. 34-19. Lady Bruins playing a lot better. Good defense. Yeah, that was just a push-off. Shoulder and extended arm on Isom. As the double team came, she's so smart with the ball. When the double team comes, usually she's going to find someone in the lane or someone on the perimeter to get it to. Could not there, and pushed off. So 34-19, a little better quarter here. 1:12 to go in the third. As the Lady Bruins starting to play a little better. There's a push-off, could have been called on Stith. 3 is off. Blair with another board. She's got 7 of those. Lady Bruins winning on the glass. That's about it. But winning on the glass right now. Link. Nelson open for 3. Got it. Boy, I'm telling you what. Sam Nelson, again, being on the bench in that second quarter, really killed this Lady Bruins squad. She's a great three-point shooting option. I can't wait to see what she's going to do next year for this Lady Bruins squad. She's a junior. This is really her first year of significant action. She played last year in spot situations. 12-point ball game. Scott working on Huggins. Lady Bruins playing. Oh, great backdoor cut. Isom just couldn't get it to go. Anderson can't get it to go. And there's Huggins in there fighting for it. It's going to be hell ball, possession arrow staying here with the Lady Trojans. Wow, what a great sequence there as well. For such a big margin, 12-point margin here. It was 17 a little while ago, so the Lady Bruins making a little bit of a run. Raphael just inside the free throw line. Boy, that was so smooth. Again, if she can do that, she's going to put a lot of pressure on a lot of defenses. Exactly what I was saying to expect out of Raphael and DeBose. 3 on the way for Link. No good. There's Scott. Good box out. And right at the end, they're going to call a foul and 3 shots as she was jacking one up from just over half court, and she was fouled. I believe that's Allie Link picking up her 3rd. Mistake there to get in contact in that situation after they'd made a good run here in the 3rd. It's kind of going to be derailed here as it's a 14-point ball game from that last possession. And Scott with 3 free throws. Ooh, I was going to say you'd expect her to make at least 2. She misses the first. Lady Trojans are a 63% free throw shooting team on the season. She makes the second. We'll see if she can convert 2 of 3 here and stretch this back to a 16-point advantage. And she does. So Destiny Scott's got 8 points to go with 6 boards. Good game for her. Casey McKinney's going to check back in now going into the 4th quarter. 38-22. Lady Trojans in front by 16. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Locations in Elizabeth, Radcliffe, and South Louisville on physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today. For those serving our country in the military, a discount is available. eTown Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. Well, 1 quarter to go here. 38-22. And this Lady Trojan squad will do exactly what they needed to do. Take care of business tonight and move on to Thursday's championship game. I know we've got a full quarter to play. Really excited to see Coach Peterson coaching hard. And that Lady Bruins squad really fired up, actually, over there on the sideline to play a really hard 4th quarter here. We love Allie Link. And look forward to watching her knock down some threes here in this 4th quarter. Again, lone senior on this Lady Bruins squad, may be her last. She inbounds. It's Huggins now out front. Oh, it's knocked away by Scott. Again, really tough. It's going to be knocked out of bounds and stay with the Lady Trojans. I wanted Allie to hear that. She was standing right in front of me. And, again, it's one of my daughter's best friends in the world, and that didn't help. Peyton Isom inbound off the baseline. Going to go over the top to Charles. Charles handles the long pass. Good curl off the screen by Isom. Trying to get to the basket. They'll call it on Link. Uh-oh. I think that's her 4th. Maybe her 3rd. I'm getting a few of these wrong. With headphones on and calling the game. Oh, great cut. Casey McKinney on the inbounds. Easy bucket. She's got 6 points to go with 3 boards. She has sat a lot of the ball game. Coach Isom may be resting her. I'm not sure. Maybe kind of just trying to conserve energy on that. Scott with her hand on the ball. That's a held ball right there. Link off the glass. Almost got it to go. There's McKinney. Rebound. Deep outlet pass to Scott. Scott in the lane. Easy bucket. So smooth. 10.6 boards for Destiny Scott. Easy finish there. And there goes Stith. Couldn't get it to go. A little bit of contact, but there's McKinney with a good rebound. McKinney bringing it up the floor. 3 on the way from Ison off the mark. Nelson's got it. She kind of holds up. She could have pushed the ball. Maybe had a one-on-one look down the floor. 3 on the way for Link. It's good, Allie Link. She's got 7, matching her season average. Charles with it. It's going to give it to Isom. Isom's going to hold and just set the offense. 42-25. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Link guarding Isom. Wow, big screen from McKinney. Scott at the free throw line. She shuffled her feet. It was a good look, but she just wasn't ready. That's what Coach Isom is telling her. Hey, be ready to set your feet. You got to have your feet ready. It's not just hands ready for the pass. It's feet ready for the shot, being set and ready to go. Coach Isom does not want to give an inch here, even though they're up 17 with 6 to go. He's pointing at Stith, saying, Alana, get on her. Full court pressure all the way up and down the floor. Nice dish. Corner shot off the mark. Charles rebound. Gonna go the other way with it. Isom one-on-one on Link. Don't reach, Allie. It'll be foul. Pick up another foul. Oh, great turnover as Link got the steal on the floor. Good hustle. This Lady Bruin squad just fighting so hard. Coach Peterson, amazing job. I look forward to seeing what this squad will do next season. Stith just very tired. That was a tired-looking shot there, as the Lady Trojans have really put the pressure on her tonight. And couldn't get the first one to go, and the second one was just off balance. She didn't know the ball would come right back into her hands. 42-25, 5:37 to go. Lady Trojans doing it everywhere. I would say mostly on the defensive end, which has led to some run-out points and led to this massive lead. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling is a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties in the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Again, this one is pretty much in the books. Just hope to see a clean finish to the ball game. Both teams playing extremely hard. Been a great, intense ball game, even though it's a 17-point blowout for the 1 seed. Casey McKinney inside. Double team coming. She finds Anderson open underneath. Great look. When the double team comes, you got to look opposite to the other side of the floor, and Anderson gets the bucket. It's a great job by Casey McKinney there. Again, Anderson, here comes the double team, and they're just putting so much pressure. Stith all the way. Boy, just almost got it to go. She beat the double team, got down the lane, beat the help defense. Stith will go to the line. 44-25 is the score. Stith knocks down the first there. She's got 9 points on the ball game, averaging 19. And the second is good. So Stith getting it done from the free throw line here in the second half. Only 2 buckets made. She was kind of robbed of 1 bucket, but made it pay out from the free throw line. Callahan trying to guard Isom. Isom's going to go to the post. Great look opposite. DeBose 3 is good. Her second 3 ball. She's got 6 points on the ball game. her defense, Adriana Anderson's defense, Asia Charles' defense has been insanely good. Anderson losing her footing there. Again, Stiff working against the double team, and there's McKinney running down that pass. Link will check in. Nelson will check out. I believe Link has 4 fouls. They gave her a little rest. 4:37 to go. Duckworth cutting to the ball as Huggins finally getting a rest. Stiff has got to find teammates here. There's Link with it. Callahan needs to cut to the ball. There's a nice cut from Blair. Shot blocked, but they'll call a foul on McKinney. McKinney was late getting there as Blair made a nice cut off of a screen, curled to the basket. The pass was on the money, and McKinney committed the foul. Good shot by Blair. Makes the first free throw. And the second one is good as well. 4 points for Blair to go along with 7 big rebounds. She's done a great job playing post defense against Casey McKinney. Wow, what a big task. Such a strong and savvy post player. Ooh, off the foot, turnover. You don't see that from Peyton Eisenberg. Again, double teamed in the back. Knocks to the rim. Off of the turnover. Isom has 11 here. Link's going to bring it up the floor working against Isom. Finds Blair in the corner. Blair gets the pass to Stiff. Glass in the lane. Could have called a foul there. Didn't. So she gets the bucket. In the post, Duckworth. Scott should have taken her. Got the size and ability. Wow. Listen, folks. If Alana DeBose is knocking down threes, she's got them. This North Hardin to Rupp Arena. If she can make shots and look, she's going to. Last time John Harden played him, they're stressed to give Alana DeBose and just not let her drive. If they do that and this Alana DeBose shows up, she'll make them all pay. Fantastic night from the floor for Alana DeBose. We're going to get Nelson checking in for Callahan. We're going to get Huggins checking in for Blair. 52-31, 21-point advantage, 3:14 to go. Huggins has it. Boy, DeBose all over Stiff. Screen coming. Collision. She's stepped back. Huggins has the rebound again. She's going to get it to Link. Link drives. 2-pointer on the way. Wow. McKinney with a big board there. DeBose, corner three. Oh, man, that looked good. Rebound putback attempt, no good. Another one, Scott. I think they're going to call a foul on Huggins. She's done a good job of staying out of foul trouble, but Scott got the rebound and put it back up there. Both Scott and McKinney with 7 rebounds each. That time 2 on the offensive end. Get a couple of extra looks at the rim, and now Scott will go back to the line. She's got 10 points. Her last trip was 2 of 3 from the line. Misses the first. Wow. Second one good for Scott. She's got 11. In the lane, Stiff can't quite get it to go. They're going to call the foul on Anderson as Stiff got into the lane and into her body to create the contact and get back to the line. Stiff has 12 points. I believe she leads all scorers. Again, 9 of those coming here in the second half. She's continued to be aggressive. Not as solid from the line right now as she normally is. Again, she is worn out. Great defensive pressure on Juliana Stiff has been one of the main differences in this ball game. That one's off as no, rattles around and back in for Stiff. 13 on the ball game. Isom's got it, drive baseline. 53-32, 21-point game. They get to McKinney. Oh, my. She finds Anderson opposite again. Bucket and the foul. The foul is on Huggins. And so a great pass from McKinney across to Anderson. She's got 4 points to go with 3 rebounds as well as 3. As Adriana Anderson has made her way into this rotation for this game. Anyway, she makes the free throw off the glass. She's got 5 points. We've seen others in this rotation. May have been a situational game decision, game plan decision for Coach Isom. You've got Sophia Muse, who's played a lot. Shot from the baseline, no good for Stith. But again, they've got Sophia Muse over there that's played quite a bit. Liza Brown, Jacqueline Brewer. We have not seen those girls tonight. He went with Anderson tonight. Off the mark that time from DuBose, as she's, again, been so good from three-point range, but not on that one. Huggins has her 12th board. There's Link in the lane off the glass, and good, Allie Link. She's got 9 to go along with a rebound. 131, 56-34. Scott's got it out front, running the motion offense against man. DuBose on the drive. That should have been a foul, and it is a foul called. I believe that's on Sam Nelson. DuBose will go to the line to shoot a pair. Nelson had 3 fouls in the first half. That's her first of the second half. She's got 4 total. DuBose gets the first to go. That's her 10th point of the ball game. She had 3 threes and now that free throw. The other one's good as well, so 11 points there for Alana DuBose. Liza Brown will now check in. Destiny Scott checking out. Asia Charles in. Alana DuBose checking out. And we'll run down the last minute 20 here. 58-34, 24-point advantage. Again, for the 1 seed against the 4. Not maybe the method by which it occurred is a little surprising. Maybe on Charles, I'm not sure. And Asia Charles has fouled out of the ballgame, her 5th. She used all of those well in really hounding Juliana Stith, being very physical, working very hard on the defensive end. Not on the defensive end, full court, putting pressure on the ball handler. Stith will go to the line to shoot a pair. Stith knocks down the first. She's now got 14. And makes another. So, again, doing her damage from the free throw line. As she is still working hard to get to the lane to score the basket. But this half, nice hands by Link. Now knocked away by Stith. It'll go to the Lady Trojans. So, again, the Lady Bruins still playing really tough defense, working really hard on the defensive end. Again, Adriana Anderson working against Stith here. Stith driving again off the glass, around and in. That's the kind of floater that in the first half just was not falling. She got the roll on that. There's Link going in to take the ball away. And they'll call a held ball, I believe. It will be Lady Trojan basketball on the alternating possessions. Link has created 3 steals here in the fourth quarter that I've seen. Well, 2 steals and then that tie up there. Blair out on McKinney. A lot of pressure. Hands all over. They probably should call those hands. It's off the mark. 28 seconds to go. Game. 58-38. Lady Trojans with a phenomenal performance here to start the playoffs, to start this run. It's Link with the basketball here, working against Raphael. Screen coming. Oh, fire the 3, Allie. It's the end of your senior season. Let her rip. 13 seconds to go. Stith with it against Adriana Anderson. Here comes a screen. Link is going to cut. It's actually Nelson that broke open. 5 seconds to go. Link, 3 on the way. Oh, round and out. McKinney's got the rebound. And the Lady Trojans We're going to hang right here, folks, as we do at the end of tournament action. They will have a presentation of the all tournament players from Central Hardin, and we'll hang around for that. It's got to be obviously Juliana Stith. She had 17 points on the ball game, 14 in the second half, trying to will her team back into the ball game. It could go either way. Allie Link, a good game defensively. She ended up with 9 points. It could go to Caitlin Huggan, who, although only had 3 points, had 12 rebounds. I don't think people pay attention to that rebounding nearly as much as they should, however.